What up, YouTube? It's Dave Matic 1. Sorry about that. Just a video for you today. Something that probably you guys all have. This is a video. I'm going to do a video here of what I've got as far as my knife junk drawer. And I don't know if any of you guys have one of these at your house, or I'm sure you do, because a lot of guys I've spoken to on a lot of fellow YouTubers I've talked to about it. And everybody seems to have a drawer of like junk knives that were given to them. You know, they just impulse bought it, and it was like a little cheapy $20 deal just to check out. And when you first get into knife collecting or whatever, you do obtain a couple of these going through there as you're starting to learn the ropes and learning what's junk and what's not, and what's worth your money and what's not. And I'm no different from anybody else. I have a handful of these knives, and I just figured I'd share them to you just to try to get some response from you guys, and maybe what you guys have come across yourself or what you have in your collection. But it seems like once you've tamed these things and you have no further use for them, or realize that they're not as cool as you once thought they were, or just, maybe they were a gift. A few of the ones I've got were gifts. They take up space. So you wonder what the hell to do with them, So I'm gonna just figured I'd do a video on that. These, of course, are not my junk knives. There are a lot of really. This is actually what I've got as far as my CRKTs that you guys have seen before. The Horus, the M16, M21, the Forsyth, and the Ma Racer. We'll take a look at them real quick. You guys have seen these before. These are a handful of my favorites. Really happy with CRKT stuff. Ma Racer, can't go wrong with that. It's going to be a classic with them. They've been doing a really good job, CRKT, as far as their knives go as of lately. But that's not what this video is about. Alright, so let's get into some of the stuff I've got in my junk drawer. First off, this is the knife I've actually reviewed before, and it was a Spyderco knockoff, complete ripoff of the Native. So this one's just sitting around in my drawer. It's sharp as hell. Don't use it for anything. Didn't even want to take it out. Kind of bummed out. I purchased it not even knowing that it was a copy of the Native. I just thought it was a really cool design. And I got it, and it came in a Spyderco box, and I was completely confused because I didn't even order a Spyderco. But this was what came in the box or whatever. And it is a copy of the Native with some wannabe Damascus type stuff over here. Yeah, the only positive thing I could say about this knife is it did come razor sharp. As far as edge retention, I have no clue. I have no desire of EDCing using this knife or doing anything with it. So, like I said, it's taking up space in my knife drawer. Don't know what to do with it. One of those things. Next up, this little baby M-Tech. I purchased it because it was pretty dirt cheap, and I was kind of curious. It looked really cool on there, on the website. I can't even remember what website I got it from. It's got pack of wood handles here with the stainless bolster with some etching there. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, but you can see it is a pretty cool shaped knife. It is smaller. I thought it was going to be a little bit on the bigger side. Hollow ground, 440 steel. The one reason why I don't, that this knife is kind of junk to me now, really, is the fact that the deployment hole is not really accessible, so you can't really flick it, or else I wouldn't have a problem with it. I have no problem with M-Tech knives. I really don't. They're a cheap, low budget knife. I've had two prior to owning this one that I've actually EDC'd at work and beat the holy crap out of, and the liner lock bar had shown no play. 440C, the edge retention on the 440C was your typical, where the harder you use it, the more you will have to sharpen it, but it does pick up, and it does take an edge really easy. So for a beater EDC, they're not bad at all, especially if you're doing really dirty work. It makes no sense to me to go ahead and take a $60 or $70 Spyderco Kershaw or whatever and just beat the holy crap out of it at work. When there you can have yourself a a knife that is reliable. And it's one of those knives that you don't care if you lose it. If you drop it off some scaffolding off 3 floors and it smashes down and it busts to pieces, or you chip the blade, it's no big deal. $20, no big deal. A $60 knife will hurt a little more. Although some people's financial situation is different than mine, where $60 don't hurt them that bad, and they can sacrifice that. Me, on the other hand, I'm not in that position, so that's why I have no problems with M-Tech knives. You know, as long as they're not going to start blatantly copying and printing out other stuff. They do copy some knives, or do copies, but they don't, you know, do any, you know, label kind of stuff like most of us hate. So, but anyway, yeah, that's another one that's just sitting in my drawer. This was actually, I placed an order through I forget what website it was, and didn't even order this knife, and it came in the package. I guess it was maybe a promotion I was not aware of, that they gave you a free one or whatever. But it is a spring-assisted gentleman's folder. I'm guessing this is kind of a polished, some type of Packwood on the back. I imagine it's 440C stainless, but not, you know, just not really. I mean, I guess it's alright. I don't carry it at all. I've only flipped it open and closed a little bit. The blade centering is a little off. Speed of deployment's not bad, it being spring assisted. It is a flipper, not so bad, but it is a gentleman's folder. But I've got, you know, a couple knives that I use when I go out that they're way better than this. So, like I said, it just sits in my drawer and it just collects dust. Alright, so those are 3, the folders I have. Now, I have, my brother has gotten me some stuff just because he knows I collect knives, and a couple bowies, and I really, you know, it's really cool when, you know, they think of me and get me gifts or whatnot. But you know, you get a big Bowie knife and it's like, I don't know, I just don't, it's, oh well, the best way to explain is just to show you. Okay, check this out, guys. This is a Timber Rattler. This is like one of those Bud Case specials type of deals. Pretty big, nasty knife. So you can see it doesn't even fit in the freaking viewfinder or whatever there. But yeah, wood handles. It is a full tank construction, which is pretty good. I mean, I guess one of the things it does have going for it, fit and finish is kind of not the greatest. But from what I understand, I think it's like a $20 knife, $25 knife. But its thing is obscene. I mean, what application would I possibly be carrying this for? I mean, I wouldn't even carry it for a hunting knife, just because the weight, it doesn't, you know. But so that's what I'm talking about. I've got one of these sitting around. You know, what am I going to do with it? You know, I don't think I'm planning to do an extreme cut test, just destroy a knife video anytime soon. So that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, but somebody else may find it to be something cool that they would like to have and mess with and maybe experiment with. That's cool. I have, you know, to each their own. I mean, it just doesn't work for anything I've got going on. This is another one. Same circumstance. It was a gift. Same deal. This is I don't even know. I know it is Packwood handles. I know it's 440C stainless. And I know this thing is ridiculously sharp. It is a lot lighter weight than that. The balance, well, as you can see there, it's handle heavy a little bit, but I mean, they even got something where you could choke up here on their blade. But this right here, the finish on it, it's a little on the sharp side and uncomfortable. And if you choke up on it, the natural place you'd want to put your tongue is, or your thumb is right here where they have these, I guess, a sawback type of deal, which serves no purpose. So, yep, there's another one. Next up is something I actually purchased that I wanted to purchase, and I did it just for testing purposes. I was gonna have some water jet, or some designs of mine water jetted, and I just kind of got this for reference as far as thickness and, you know, how durable it is, but now it serves no purpose. It is a big Chinese or Japanese style chopper. It's about an eighth of an inch thick. It will do the job as chopping goes. Not bad at all. It's a machete. So, but now I have it, and I have no use for it. Just one of those things. But that's pretty much it as far as my my junk drawer knives go. And I was just curious to see if you guys had any. I mean, I have the two M-Techs I was telling you before that I've used for beaters was this guy right here, which is beat all to hell. But I have dropped this from like 3 floors up, and it freaking ping-ponged its way down through some scaffolding and nothing. No chips on the G10. Lockup is solid. No left or right play. It takes an edge. I mean, I could dull it all to hell, and I tell you, it takes me about the total of about 4 minutes, maybe at the most, to bring the edge back to life. And even through hard work, it takes me a couple weeks before I have to resharpen it after cutting some nasty stuff. This knife is a knife I don't care about, so I am not scared to cut anything with it, wire, whatever. And but like I said, for the price, it's worked out well. I mean, I don't care if I lose this, beat it, break it up, break it or anything, and it's just, you can't, it's an M-Tech, nothing to write home about. You're not going to sit here, you're not going to go to Blade Show or something and be pulling it out, unless you want to get laughed at. But it does work, it does serve its purpose. So, there you go. Just to give you an idea. But anyway, I figured I'd go ahead and put a video together just because I'm curious to see what you guys have out there. If any of you guys are interested in any of this, I'll sell some of this stuff to you. I'll package a bunch of them to you. Sell them to you for dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap, If you guys are interested in any of these, I mean, even just to check them out. I mean, or beat them up or do your own tight cut tests, or maybe you guys are knife makers and maybe want to look at stuff and whatever, maybe modify any of these or whatever. I mean, I don't know. They just take up space now, and it's like, what do? Do I, I'd hate just to throw them away. But, so if someone else can find some use in this or whatever, you can PM me. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't know. I just would hate to just get rid of them or throw them out. So anyway, guys, just another video just to pick your brain on what you guys have as far as, your junk drawer knives or whatever. This is what I had in mind, just to give you a heads up. I just thought it'd be a pretty cool video to let you guys get a heads up on. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate taking the time to watch this video. Comment below, please, or even video response would be kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, your 2 cents would be kind of crazy to see if anyone's under the same dilemma that I am as far as this stuff goes. So thanks for watching. You guys take it easy. Peace.